Shalom. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone and rule well. Shalom to the elect. This is just a quick lesson. There's a lot of scoffers that come up. A lot of people in the world have a misconception about what love is. Okay, and I'm gonna, Lord willing, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shai, bring out what love is according to the scriptures. Okay. I just had a little lesson prepared, man. It's just, we'll go into it. This is Matthew chapter 22, verse 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So the first commandment is to love Yahweh Shai. Okay, and if I just get this quickly, this is 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So by keeping the laws to the best of your ability, the law's commandments to the best of your ability, that's how you're going to show love towards Yahweh Shai. That's how you're going to stay in his love. Okay, and we can't keep the law perfect on this side in this flesh, but we will do in the kingdom. That's why the Lord's going to put into us a new heart, man. He's going to change our bodies, and we're going to keep the law perfect. Okay, but this is one way that you would show love. Okay, now it goes on to say, the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Now what does that mean? That means that if you see your neighbor going the wrong way, down the wrong path, okay, completely off and not keeping the commandments, then you've got to rebuke your neighbor. So you got to pull your neighbor out the fire, in a sense. So one way to do that is to tell your neighbor, look, you're going the wrong way, man. You should be doing this or doing that. Okay. And I'm just gonna get, before I get another scripture, I'm just gonna get this next one in Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Right. So, Yahushua was teaching, and his brethren that were not in the ministry, and his mum, they wanted to speak with him. It says, then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? Right, this is a key point. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. So that could be people in your family that aren't down with this, people that in the world. Basically, what it's saying here is, if you ain't doing the will of Yahweh Shai, okay, if you ain't in this truth, then you're not part of this, man. You're not family, okay, and that means you ain't our neighbor or brother, And just in case people are trying to get simple, let me get about it saying, thou shalt love thy neighbor, right? This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So, that's clear. That's talking about the brotherhood, okay? That's talking about the ministry. Okay, that's who your neighbor is, man. And you're not meant to suffer sin upon him, man. Okay, obviously we're in the flesh, so we try and do what we've got to do, to our best of our ability. It says in place of draw of water, we're going to rehearse the righteous acts. You can read that in Judges. But at the end of the day, you see a brother going off, you gotta rebuke him, man. Within reason. This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 5 to 6. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. So you're gonna get a guy who's telling you, look, oh, yeah, everything's great, everything's great, brother. You're doing great, brother. But really, you're going off. Then he ain't really doing it. It says the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. He's deceiving you. Okay, he's deceiving you, and you're eventually gonna lead up to damnation. But it says, faithful are the wounds of a friend. Okay, a friend, a brother, someone who actually cares about you. It's gonna hurt. Those wounds are faithful, man. Okay, those wounds are gonna lead you to life and to salvation. Okay, and that's love. Like we read in 1 John, love is keeping the commandments, man. Okay, and that they're not being grievous, man. So what does that mean? You see your brother going off, then you're gonna tell him, look, you're going off, this and that. This is the path that you should be following. You're going off, you're going that way. Stay in your Shai. And that's what we do for each other, man. That's how we show each other love. And that's love according to the scriptures, man. I hope that's been edifying. All praise to Yahweh Shai Basham Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of GreatMillStone. Shalom.